fucking say it. I'll flip you out of your chair. Fucking Sharia law, dude. All right. Are you good? T-Predicate. I did the last one. You got to do this one. We can't just keep... All right. Fucking... All right. Come on, man. Just... Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Hip Hop Sensations, helping heal those who've heard hard-hitting beats from heroes who hard-handedly hit hooks. Uncle Gary's new rap name is Lil Unk. Episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
Who's producing the show?
Drew Head.
What's up, Drew?
Not shit.
Tom?
Another day in paradise, you know.
Dude, I've had it to here with you today.
Yeah, I know. I just finished watching the Alien vs. Predator series. It's a real hit.
Yeah. It's a fucking banger, dude. Oh man, speaking of Alien vs. Predator.
Joining us this week in the Days Grimm studio is T-Predicate. How are you?
Pretty good about yourself.
Oh, not too bad, man.
God damn it, dude. For all of those who fucking don't know, dude. We were sitting here. We'll talk about it another time. All right, man. T-Predicate, how are you, sir?
Pretty good about yourself.
Dude, mediocre at best, if I'm being honest with you. You know, really just fucking hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just living day to day and, you know, doing a lot of like grocery pickup.
So you want to give our listeners a soft elevator pitch on who you are and what you do?
What's up?
T-Predicate. I come from Jasper.
Oh.
Hip-hop artist.
Yeah, hip-hop artist, you know, streamer.
Dipping them toes in the hip-hop game?
More like fingertips.
Fingertips?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a finger guy. I like that.
Yeah.
So you said streaming. That's how Logic got famous, low-key.
Yeah.
He was like freestyling with his like 360 no scopes and stuff.
Is that really how he got famous?
Yeah.
No, FaZe used his music. He was not.
Oh, FaZe. FaZe was using his music. Okay. But either way, yeah, he's legit. So you're dipping the fingertips in, dipping the mani-pedis into the hip hop game. What's and you're from Jasper. You guys build a hell of a transmission up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that, dude.
Yeah.
You guys know much about that?
Jasper engines and transmissions.
You fucking
and
seen this shit?
Fucking Kimball. Those are the two things Jasper's known for.
I work in the automotive. I don't disclose who I work for on this show for fucking obvious fucking reasons.
Yeah.
So that being said, I work in the automotive industry as well. But that being said, I've been offered trips to see Jasper transmissions, and that place, from what I've been shown so far, runs like clockwork. Like they can build a transmission in hours. And I don't know how much you know about transmissions, but they're fucking intricate, delicate pieces of machinery.
Well, speaking of intricate, delicate ways to die.
That's what
Bad transition, Thomas.
He's had some good ones, not his best. Drew.
We're transitioning off of transmissions and into this week's Death of the
Done
Week.
with your transmissioning. Just, Drew, spin up this week's Death
Do
of the
trans do missionary?
The Death of the
Week. Christ. This week's Death of the Week. Brought to you by Thedaysgrimm.com. Dip the tip in. Check the merch out, man. Seriously, there's there's like 3 T-shirts on there, and a ball cap, and a beanie, a canteen,
and
a
a
mug.
thermos that Drew really likes.
Yeah, the canteen thermos. Drew really likes it. I actually don't know if that's true. We're just gonna say that he really likes it.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude. So there's that. That's thedaysgrimm.com. All right, rolling on into this week's Death of the Week. Malaysian man killed for hogging karaoke microphone. This takes place in December of 2008. A Malaysian karaoke enthusiast hogged the microphone for so long that people set upon him and stabbed him to death. This article is just very upfront.
What was this, fucking Julius Caesar?
refused to hand over the microphone at a coffee shop that doubles as a karaoke bar in the town of Sandakan, Borneo. 2 men have been arrested on suspicion of murder. After the altercation erupted a few minutes before midnight. The town's police chief, Rosli Mohammed Issa, said initial investigations showed the victim had sung several numbers on Wednesday night. Other patrons fumed as hogged the microphone, a scenario perhaps familiar to karaoke devotees the world over. 3 men on a neighboring table confronted him on the pavement outside the coffee shop. Witnesses saw a heated argument break out. It turned into a punch-up and was killed. Karaoke rage is not unheard of in Asia. Despite popular belief, there have been several reported cases of singers being assaulted, shot, and or stabbed, i.e., this guy, mid-performance. Wait, what?
Mid-performance is crazy.
Sorry. Yeah, mid-performance, usually over how songs are sung. Frank Sinatra's My Way, fucking banger, by the way, has reportedly generated such outbursts of hostility that some bars in Philippines no longer offer it on the karaoke menu.
The Asian community loves karaoke.
Fucking clearly.
Yep.
Okay, and it's really weird. I forgot we were doing Malaysia whenever I started talking about the Asian kid getting kidnapped earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really weird that this is all like coming back full circle. But also, I had a conversation with a gentleman whom is born and raised in South Korea, and we were talking about racism.
Like Korean racism?
Yeah, bro. They are so goddamn racist. And I was like,
against
dude,
North Koreans?
no. Against fucking everybody.
So they're basically North Koreans.
Dude, and what blew my mind is he said Japanese people are worse. So I swear to God. And this is the moment. This is months ago, maybe a little over a year ago. I had this conversation with this gentleman. But like, yeah, he explained to me like basically Asian people are the most racist people on planet Earth, and I was like, fucking sick, dude. Somebody's got to hold the trophy. That's all I got to say. I'm glad it's not me, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dude. Glad it's not my people. I'm joking. No, but they are really racist, and apparently they're really serious about their karaoke. So,
well, we just lost our Asian listeners. So what was it like growing up in Jasper?
Very boring. There's like really nothing to do.
Right.
You know, we got a pool.
That's about it.
And like
It's
a
just
skate
closed.
rink. Yeah, just closed for like
oh yeah, you're from Jasper.
reconstruction.
I worked at that pool, and it was old as shit, but they closed it, and they're making a new one.
Were you a lifeguard?
Yeah, I was.
Dude.
He's CPR certified.
With that mullet?
It's expired.
With that mullet. If you had that mullet and I needed CPR from you, bro, I'm going out of my way to drown.
So when did you think you found your love for music?
Well, music's kind of been always around me. I listened to music, but I didn't know what music was. And like because I'd ride around with my pops after school.
What were you listening to?
Oh, this guy was into everything, dude. Young Jeezy.
Okay.
Young Jeezy was number 1 T.I.
Okay.
Mix a Big Pun, Fat Joe in there.
Okay.
Did you have a favorite of like your dad's favorites?
Oh, Big Pun is my favorite, like from that day and age.
Really? What about contemporary? What about some newer folks? What do you like? New shit?
See, I don't really be listening to new shit.
Really?
Unless it's underground.
I'm gonna degrade myself in front of you. Everybody likes Joyner.
Yeah,
dude.
Joyner's. Yeah,
but I would still classify him as underground almost.
Yeah, but he's more mainstream. What about Dax? You fuck with Dax at all?
See, I used to fuck with Dax until it was like a church song every single time.
He is getting a little
and
around the edges, on the edges. He's getting a little not soft, but like it's definitely he's not like going
No.
as hard as he used to.
Like when he came out with Kill Shot 2 and that video
Yeah.
came out, that shit was nuts.
Yeah.
And the one takes were insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one takes were nuts.
You were the one that showed me, Dax. What it was a shoot that I don't know the song. I can't remember the song, but the video they did, the one take in like the middle of the desert where they were like on a
What are
car.
you talking about? I don't remember the
Yeah, I
song.
can't remember the song either, but beautiful video. I can see the video. Very well shot. He does really great work.
Oh, yeah.
I still like his music, even though it's, I don't know. We were talking heavy religion last week with Zach from Honeymoon Coffee Company. And I don't know, like maybe that's like the older you get. How old are you, by the way? Can I ask?
23.
23. Maybe that's why. I'm 33. I'm 10 years older than you.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like, I think the older you get, like there's not really a spot for religion, but you like maybe learn to. You at least get interested in
Yeah.
like the theology.
I mean,
or-
I'm still in tune
you
with
know
what he
what I mean?
does, but
Yeah.
it's just
I like.
it's not for me at the moment.
I fuck with Joyner pretty hard though. I like Joyner
Yeah.
a lot.
So, when do you think you started to? Well, did you ever like freestyle back then, like at a young age?
So no, I mean I didn't start freestyling until like 4 years ago.
Okay. So high school was that? Were you into sports or anything around then?
So I didn't go to the Jasper High School.
Okay.
I got moved because I was the worst kid around.
You're upsetting Drew right now.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I had like
Drew's alum right there. Did you go to Jasper High School?
I went to Jasper High School for 3 years. I didn't graduate from there, but if you had gone there, I would know who you were.
yeah.
That's
how it
that's the
goes.
kind of school it is.
Yeah. There's 8
Yeah.
people that go to school there. So
Shit.
2 in each class.
No, I'm towards my middle school. I kept getting in trouble, hanging with the wrong people.
Damn.
Did the new school transition help with that, or basically it's a school full
Dude,
of bad people? So
my freshman year, I was a total asshole because at that point, I moved from like, you know, there's mixed races
right.
to like this is like a farm place. Like they
Oh
they have
shit.
FFA tractor shit all the time. And that's-
Goats. They got goats.
Yeah, it wasn't for me, dude.
A lot
Right.
of goat. You're not
You
a
know?
goat guy? You don't fuck with, you don't like
Well,
fuck with
like-
Dude, listen, there's this thing.
goats are fucking, can you pull up
No.
a picture of a pygmy goat, please?
They smell, dude.
Bro, hold on.
Fuck
No.
that.
No,
And
I'm
like
not-
it sucks when you go to a country
No,
school
I'm
and
not
it's
doing
like
this, Rexo. I'm
it's
not
like
letting-
bring your tractor to school day and you don't
Yeah,
have a
dude.
tractor and
That
you're
shit's
like,
nuts.
what the
Pull-
fuck?
Make it big, Drew. Drew, please make it big. Look at this fucking thing. There's no way that you can't. There's no way you can look at that and have genuine disdain in your heart for that creature.
Well,
And you know when you
I can't tell you,
and
bro.
you know when
I had
you
to react.
you know when you yell at it really loud, it
Yeah.
just falls over.
That's a
It just
yeah.
falls over. It
Yeah.
just falls over.
They
what?
grow out
Why?
of it though.
It's a defense mechanism. They just fall
It's like
over.
it's like a possum and how they play dead.
Oh.
But as they get older,
Shit.
it's less intense. They just freeze. They don't necessarily fall all the way over. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, dude.
They're called feigning goats.
pygmy goats. Yeah, they're legit. My wife had like a bunch of them. That just
My mom had one. It was fun as fuck to scare the shit out of.
dude, they're so great. And then like when they're just
Especially in the winter, and it stiffens up and falls and
Oh,
slides on
yeah.
ice.
Oh shit.
Dude,
Hilarious.
and they're fucking nice, dude. If you treat them nice, they fucking come up to you and they're like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Yeah.
Like, and they just fucking rub their nuzzle on you. You know, you got to just check a goat out one time.
I mean,
Before
yeah,
you die,
in the
just check-
future I will, but
Drew,
I'll fucking
Are
punch.
you
So
on this
what-
goat train?
Yeah, probably not as much as you. You sound like you want to fucking make love to the goat.
this fucking goat train.
Hey, fucking settle down, killer whale. Fucking orca. All right, we all got our shit.
He picked it up in Afghanistan. So what was it like adapting to that like country scene?
Getting into this super Caucasian school.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, there was one Romanian. I mean, it doesn't really
Does
matter
that
at this
even- do you
point. but-
differentiate at that point? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
They fuck with goats in Romania. They do. I'm just throwing facts out
all
there.
power to them. Fuck
Yeah, dude.
that, dude. But what was your question? I'm sorry.
How was it like adapting to that? Like, did you act out more because of it, or was it like?
So, I mean, there was other components added to that. You know, having to deal with anger issues. Like, dude, they told me like, which I think is fucked up to be telling kids at like a young age, because at like 10, 11, 12,
right? Then you just believe it and you become it.
yeah, they told me I had anger issues. I got ADHD.
What did they tell you were angry about?
Because my pops was in and out of jail, dude.
Oh, for
I mean, that's really what comes down to it, man. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you think that affects you? Do you think that affected you when you were young? Like,
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude.
So
yeah.
they're not wrong. Like, you were a little.
Oh, dude, I was so
pissed.
I was fucking pissed at the world.
Yeah, it's not like them. It's not because y'all are white. It's because I'm angry.
Yeah,
just
it
in
was
general.
just and then
Okay.
like
Well, and I feel like because my dad was in and out of jail when I was in elementary
Mhm.
school and stuff too, and it's like you almost think like kids notice,
Yeah.
or like look at you different or whatever, and you got to prove
Mhm.
that like you're the man of your house
they
because
can
you're the
see
only
it.
you're the only man in your
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? And so like you got to like I don't know. You're like experiencing something that like a 16-year-old or 17-year-old would experience at like a
Yeah.
crazy young age.
Yeah, and how young are you when you make this change to this new school? Are you 16?
14 or 15.
So this is your freshman year.
Yeah, it's my freshman year. Yeah,
Shoo, buddy.
and the only person I had was I had my best friend there because he went to Jasper as well, but he moved because of some other shit. But I had him, but that was like the only person that like I could talk to.
Do we want to shout him out,
So-
or is he like a man of mystery, or
I don't know. His name's Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas Bullion.
Oh shit,
Real,
dude. That's
real
what's
nice, kind-hearted
Shout out
guy.
to Dallas.
up. Hey,
Yeah.
Dallas.
So, other than Dallas, do you think music helped you in that time?
Oh yeah, dude.
What are you cranking at this time? You know what I mean? What gets you through some of these bad times?
Some so far gone.
What? So like when I was in high school,
Mhm.
it was like rock, and then like
Not wrong.
it'd just be Lil Wayne and Drake. That'd be it. But
Yeah.
but now that like, you know, I graduated and I'm doing the adult shit, it's totally changed.
It's funny that you. It's not funny. Sorry. It's interesting that you said rock because there's this weird like fluidity with genres now.
A lot of early hip hop beats were taken from rock, like
Yeah.
bass and drum lines.
Well, not even. I wasn't even going to say that, but I was just going to say like recently, like Machine Gun Kelly is a prime example who's done like
Well, yeah, he got murdered, so he had to switch genres.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, he definitely got murdered.
right.
For sure.
But then look at Post Malone. He's done
Post
shit with.
Malone with
Look at
Ozzy.
Yellow Wolf. Do you know?
Yeah,
Yellow
yeah,
Wolf.
yeah.
I mean,
Tech Nine.
there's all these. I just think that's interesting,
Mhm.
and that shows maybe not. I don't know what that says about you. If anything, I think more positive than anything. But
Mhm.
I think that anybody that has like the talent or the creative mind to create music, the genre is bullshit. Who cares?
Yeah.
But it's really about notes and tones and
Yeah.
beats and you know what I mean. It's,
Yeah. No. Yeah. You
it's
know, I
rhythm.
totally understand what you're
And
saying.
that, and like Post Malone and like
Mhm.
Yellow Wolf and Machine Gun Kelly, like these people are. It's fluid. Is anyone else on this train? Do you,
I'm
you
not
see
with the fluid
artists
train.
doing like Taylor Swift is another prime example. She went from country to
K-pop.
whatever she's doing now. Is she doing
do you
Korean
still
pop
listen
music?
to? Do you listen to rock music now still?
Yeah. I mean, it has to catch my eye, to be honest, because like,
Gotta be like in a mood for it.
oh yeah,
Well,
dude.
I was
like,
gonna say when you switch more from like rock into rap, do you think your anger kind of went away? Because I found like I went through a rock phase, but like I don't listen to rock music anymore because it alters my mood to where I'm like
Yeah.
angry more.
I'd say a lot of the rock songs fueled it more, but you know, a lot of like, shit, dude. I don't even know. Like,
I mean,
The stuff you were into then.
yeah, like I can't even remember, dude. It was I was on my
Right.
emo shit too. I was listening to Black Veil Brides and shit, dude.
bro.
Like,
So
that was the cool thing.
like a few weeks ago, we had
Alpers?
a woman on by the name of Lori Riley.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked a little bit. I can't remember if we recorded it or if it was pre-show or post-show.
Was that the Nashville, like the Rising Star of Nashville?
No,
This is
no,
a
no.
therapist. The episode comes out this
She's
Tuesday.
great. She's great.
Okay.
Shout out to Kenna. Kenna Elper. She's from the tri-state area. She's really, really great too, though. But no, I was going to make a point to what Thomas was asking about, like it changing your mood and stuff. But when we had the therapist on, we talked a little bit about. I did ask while we were recording. It is in the show. And I asked, do you ever use music as a way to help? Because she's a psychiatrist, and I was like, do you ever use music to help a situation or whatever, like as a modality, like as a tool?
Yeah.
And she does, and it does, and it's been proven scientifically that like music can really, really change shit. Fun fact, and you can Google me to double check on this. Music will actually change the way that plants grow. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah. They do it in science fairs in like elementary school. God bless you.
Thank you.
Do you know Brian didn't know that chickens lay eggs without having sex?
I mean,
Why do you gotta?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that shit either.
Oh,
I mean, I don't really pay attention to shit much longer.
So, anyways, were you? Well, you also mentioned streaming. So, do you think you got into streaming before you got into hip hop, like making
No,
music?
no, I didn't get into streaming until like COVID. Yeah, COVID hit, and like there was nothing to do, and I'm just on there, you know, working like 12 hours a day, and then you know just gaming because there's nothing else to do. Everything's closed.
Were you freestyling while you're gaming?
Oh yeah. I mean, not while I'm doing it,
right?
But I would do it simultaneously,
like on live or whatever.
And real quick, I just want to make so I wasn't full of shit. For most plants, playing classical music and or jazz cause growth to increase. This is also per the Pistols Nursery. While harsher metal music induce stress, this may be because of vibrations of metal music, beats per minute, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But there's there's something to be said about like music as like a therapeutic tool and like how it can change your mood. I'm just trying to add to your point.
Basically, what you're saying is plants are pussies who can't rock out to
Facts.
hardcore music.
I mean,
I'm with you, Drew. They can't hang, dude.
So, what was it like when you decided you wanted to try to make a song? Like, were you writing in a notebook more?
And how old were you? When was that?
So, I was like sophomore, freshman year. I started like I had the thought I was going to do it, and it didn't work out recording wise. But
you still like wrote them down, or
yeah,
did you keep them in your head?
Yeah, shit, dude. We be taking iStep, man. I'll be in like Word, just typing my ass off, like not even worried about the shit.
And for our non-Hoosier listeners, iStep is just our standardized testing that we take in high school in Indiana.
That's bullshit.
Sucks ass.
Yeah,
it sucks so much ass, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when I found out I was.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I failed every single one.
No,
I
think they just scanned it and then brought it back to me, and the whole thing was red. And
Dude, they gave me 0 points because of my handwriting was so fucking terrible. They gave me a 0 on the shit.
They actually kicked me out of school.
Oh well.
I scored so badly.
They said you brought our numbers down. We were a 5-star school, and now we're 2.
Shit.
Just on your iStep alone.
Can I tell you guys a real quick 5-second funny story about Mount Vernon High School? In their lunchroom when I was going to high school there, just down the road here, they had this huge vinyl banner that said Mount Vernon High School MVHS, 5-star public school. Big, huge fucking banner. 30 feet long, I bet. And then in fine print, that's like fucking so tiny you can't even see it, dude. It was like from 1995 to 1997.
Oh my god!
And here I am. I'm like telling all my friends. I'm like over here going to like Wrights High School. I'm like, yeah, man, I go to a 5-star public school because I didn't read the fucking fine print, but it was 95 to 97. I was like, God,
2 years.
Yeah, they're like they're definitely a 3-star school after I graduated.
Yeah.
Shit.
Brought the numbers down for sure.
So, what was it like when you finally got to record? How long do you think it was from the idea and the like typing a bunch of lyrics to like actually laying it down one time?
So by that time, when I like started like actually recording, I would freestyle. So like all my projects that came before, you know, my Spotify and all that, it's all freestyle. So I just started writing again because, you know,
Rexo and then
yeah.
Oh,
So-
Rexy, dude.
What did you? So some people have this debate where some freestyles you can tell are straight just from flow state, but then like, do you think some of the freestyles like your first early ones were some of the stuff you actually typed that
Like-
you were just bringing back
Like
to life from your head?
Premeditated, like at least the thought of.
Oh yeah, dude. I've used some shit recent that I used back in high school.
Oh yeah, which I feel like is a smart thing that artists do. Like you hear Lil Wayne and like several other rappers that like make little tags to like reference previous songs or whatever in their work, and I think that's really smart.
I mean, we talked about it in the last couple episodes, but like Lil Dicky literally like wrote songs, and then before they ever released, like went on to the radio and like did quote freestyles. You know what I mean? And then like 6 months later, they're like, "Oh wow, he turned that freestyle into a song." It's like, nah, bro, it was a song the whole time.
Yeah.
Or that
yeah.
one that,
You know what I mean?
That one that came off of Aiden Ross's live stream.
I didn't see him.
Was it Tory Lanez? His freestyle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Make it clap remix or whatever. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
It's fire.
It's pretty good for Tory Lanez. I'm not really a Tory Lanez fan.
Neither
but it's
am I,
pretty good.
but I agree.
Tom is like out of the two of us, I'm like the more classic rock guy. He's the more hip hop guy.
Oh, that's what's
rock,
up. Same.
rap.
What do you so like side note, full ADHD right here.
God,
Shit, I feel that.
Fake industry beef.
Yeah.
So like the Lil Wayne and Birdman situation.
Yeah.
It might have been somewhat real, but also probably the drive.
That shit got weird.
Right, for sure. But then you have
Weird.
like the Meek Mill Drake beef. Was that real or was that just propaganda to drive up two different albums?
I
'Cause
think
they
that was
just-
propaganda,
They
bro.
just did a whole album before that. All My Dogs supposed to come out when and it didn't drop.
Nah.
For all the dogs.
Yeah.
But still, supposed to drop and didn't. And then what? All these memes. So when's he gonna drop it? Probably once the hype of that kind of starts to peak.
Yeah.
I think rap beefs, I think more recent, not talking about Pac and Biggie or whatever. I think if you have rap beef with somebody, it's kind of going to be like a 50 Cent Ja Rule situation. Like it's never going to
50
be
Cent the
ending.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
Dude, fucking Ja Rule is pretty legit, though.
Do you know what 50 Cent did?
No.
You gonna tell him?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna
So
give me
J Rule had
situation.
J Rule had a
I
concert.
told you,
right?
dude. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
hip hop.
dude. As soon as you asked that question, my ADHD like kicked. Dude.
So this dude has a concert, right?
Who? Who's this dude?
J Rule, Ja Rule.
Oh, Ja.
Did you just say J Rule? Yeah.
Yo, so 50 Cent bought like the fucking like
And
first row, second row, third row type thing.
Yeah.
So there was nobody like
in the front.
in the front.
Why wouldn't you just buy all the tickets?
He did that one time. He bought a whole entire show. I'm pretty sure.
So Ja Rule thinks it's sold out, and he's like, "I'm gonna go crush it in front of 20,000 fans."
Yeah.
And little does he know, 50 Cent just burned $25 million on fucking tickets just to stick.
Oh,
in
I
his
wouldn't
fucking-
think it's $25 million, dude.
Well, I don't know that, dude. They're getting 20,000 seats in fucking Conseco Fieldhouse.
Yeah, but who's with Ja Rule though? That's the question. Like who's with him? He's just by himself.
And 50 Cent said that the tickets were only like $6.
Yeah.
You know that goes to praise on Ja Rule though, for real. Like I'm not throwing shade at 50 Cent, but like Ja Rule to set your he's legit artist.
But other than like,
To set your tickets at $6, that's fair. That's legit.
but
dude.
other than like Biggie and Pac, Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Mhm.
Other than those two, the only real industry beef I think there's been was like MGK and Eminem.
Yeah, dude. I was so excited about that shit, dude.
Because like it really wasn't to drive up really necessarily anybody's revenue. Other than, well, I mean, maybe MGK was trying to, but
oh, hey, 50 Cent's going to be in the next Expendables. Do you guys know that?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be in Expendables 4, which may have even dropped by the time this episode drops.
do you fuck with the game?
Nah, man. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't.
Yeah.
Especially after that Slim Shady bullshit, dude.
Oh, the Black
That
Slim
was
Shady.
terrible.
But the reverse off that album was a banger. I feel like where he does a whole song, but the story is in reverse.
Joyner did it already.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, what did the one thing, didn't Joyner Lucas do that song I'm Not Racist?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that? What do you think about artists that come out front like that and they're like, yeah, they like, I get, okay, let me just preface with, if you've not heard the song, listen to it, and then you'll understand the dialogue that we're about to have. But that song, when he released it, I feel like the song itself was genuinely put together very well. Do you know the song I'm referencing? Do you know? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was very well put together. The lyrics were nice. It was very, very clean, very well produced. Short of that, though, I get like putting your foot on the pulse of like an issue because Trump was president. Shit was going sideways on the ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit was getting weird.
Oh yeah.
We got dudes wearing buffalo heads in the fucking cap.
storming, dude.
Storming Normandy. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, bro. Shit was weird for a little bit.
I got
get
a buddy that was there.
But what do you take the politicism out of it? Because we don't ever talk politics.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Take the politicism out of it. What do you think about that song?
I think it should have won a Grammy over anything.
Really?
Yeah, only because it was the right shit at the right time. The George Floyd shit was happening, and then the make America, great again was happening.
And it was right after Kaepernick kept taking a knee.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like it was like the perfect time for a song like that.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody else had the balls to like have
Right.
it be two sides and try to
Mend it.
bring that together and stuff.
It was unique. I really like Joiner for that reason.
All right,
man.
ADHD moment over. So what was it like? Like when you record these first few songs, do you hand them out to people? Like, were you burning CDs?
Yeah, how
or-
do you get your music out? Like before you have a Spotify and before you really start making.
SoundCloud. I would, that was my main
Okay.
source at the moment.
And then how do you push that? Like, I mean, how do you push that? Just on your socials, like, hey,
Yeah, dude. I just shared it on my personal socials, and it didn't do shit, dude.
SoundCloud is dope because you can get a lot of mixtapes there.
Mhm.
You can get a lot of unreleased shit there.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of non-label shit there. But SoundCloud also sucks cock because it, like you just said, it doesn't really help you.
No, it really doesn't.
You know what I mean? It's cool.
There's no algorithm behind it.
Yeah.
Like Spotify and stuff like that.
Yeah, which, by the way, if there's a fucking millionaire or a billionaire listening to this podcast and you pump 20, 30, 100 mil into SoundCloud, you could shit on anybody else that's doing music right now.
For
Yep.
sure. So, when do you meet Regzo, who's in the studio with us? I don't know if we've actually...
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a microphone because we're trash. But that being said, for just our audio-only listeners, Regzo is in the room. When and how do y'all meet?
So,
Or how long have you been making music until you met Regzo?
so I started in 2019. I didn't meet him until I think the end of last year, maybe this year. I'm not too for sure. Yeah. We've had mutual, friends, and at first we didn't like each other,
Really?
only because there was one dude that would be talking shit about me to him, and then
vice versa.
Vice versa. Yeah.
About that shit too, bro. He was telling me that you had a diss song, you were working on a diss
Yeah,
song. I'm like, I don't even know
yeah.
what this is, and then I'm like, he's like, you gotta hit him back with a diss track.
Yeah.
Just trying to drive up that industry beef,
Yeah.
So, rewind a little bit. Were you always T-Predicate?
No, dude. I've had like 3 names.
Really?
2 I can't remember, and then my latest one was like Big Tony B, bro.
Big Tony B is dope.
Yeah,
Why don't
well-
you stick with that?
Yeah, what made the name
Dude,
change?
I wanted to be skinny, and it still didn't happen. So
So the
Dude, actually, that brings up a fun
Type
okay,
thing.
I just like comedy, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
yo,
something.
same.
So just take it as it is.
gotcha.
What if you would have made your name gone from Big Tony B to Small Tony B or Tiny B? Then it would have been like, because then you hear like the name, oh, Tiny B. Tiny B is coming on stage. Who's Tiny B? Oh, I bet he's like, they got this whole thing in their head
Yeah.
where it's like, he's probably like 5'5", like 103 pounds or something. And then here you come walking in and just like a monster, like ready to fucking snap somebody over your spine like a goddamn gladiator. You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
got described as a gladiator like yesterday.
I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to say anything, bro, but gladiator vibe.
Yeah,
Dude, thanks, bro.
yeah, I did. I was like, that guy is like a Viking to me,
Bald
bro.
Viking, dude.
Yeah.
Bald Viking. Viking without the braids.
So what makes you? I mean, T's for your first name.
Yeah,
But
so-
what's the predicate? Where does that come in at?
So that part is a little weird. Pretty sure I was drunk listening to Trippie Redd and Busta Rhymes' like remix on "I Got You," and Busta said "predicate," and without me knowing at first, I just changed my name there, and then I looked it up and I was like, "Oh, it makes sense."
Nice.
But
Oh,
yeah,
that's like fucking, that's like gospel shit right there.
yeah,
Found or base something
Is
on.
it
Yeah.
found or base something on this predicate?
yeah.
Dude, why you can't?
There's a couple
these,
definitions.
These letters are so tiny, Drew. How am I supposed to read this? Do you think I have fucking sniper vision? Founder based on something, quote, the theory of structure on which later chemistry was predicated.
So like, yeah, okay.
End
So
quote.
building upon something.
Yeah. So like something that was already there,
Mhm.
and you're just like elaborating,
Which
on
is,
it.
I think, is a solid name for a rebrand,
Yeah.
especially so like meeting Regzo and stuff. Like, what
Mhm.
made you realize that like, hey, like freestyling's dope and it's a
Yeah.
skill set and it's a great craft to work on.
Hmm.
But like, if I polish my freestyle up,
Yeah.
like, what helped you make that connection for you?
So, because dude, when I freestyled like recently, I would say the most like I wouldn't even say shit that made sense, And my whole goal is to have a story, like a catalog full of like different stories or
Right.
some shit like that. So, I mean, it was kind of a hard transition only because I'd write a bar and I would want to overtop it,
Right.
and it would take me 6 months to write one song.
So
I feel like that happens to like most artists though. Like
some
you-
artists.
You write no, I feel like it happens to most because like when maybe not like bar for bar or like verse for verse, but like maybe it's song for song. But like you write something and you're like, man, that's fucking dope. And then you sit back and you look at it and you're like, but it could be doper.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, it could be more dope if I do this. So you're constantly trying to like, yeah, you're like,
Find somewhere to say, okay,
yeah, this is my level of dope, and I'm gonna hang out here. Now I have a real quick question. I don't mean to cut you off, and then I'll let you jump back in. But can you be a bad freestyler but a good rapper? And then also, can you be a good rapper but a bad freestyler? Or is it just something that should be like ubiquitous, like both? Like if you're good at one, like eventually you will be or should be good at the other.
No, I don't think it's like that. See, yeah, I'd say my freestyle was way better than my writing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest about that.
You can choose to polish one or the other. I just think it's so different.
Well, you can record a freestyle and then
That's what
polish
I
it.
was gonna ask. Is so like, do you with voice memos or a recording aspect freestyle and then go back through and transcribe that freestyle and like, oh, I like this part and this part, maybe not this part. Scrap this. Let me fill it in.
And if you're not doing that, you should be doing that.
Yeah, we did. I recorded my single and we did that.
Fuck
today.
yeah, bro.
So
Because I feel like if you're listening to this or if you're watching this and like you are good at freestyling, like you just have the mental bandwidth to like grab ideas, bring them together, and then also find words that fucking rhyme to explain those multiple ideas into one unit. If you're good at that, then fucking record it. Then fucking record it. Because then all you have to do after that is just fucking memorize it.
well, where I'm at now is that I'll write something,
Yeah.
and then if I don't have anything to go by, which we just did this with with the last two things I just recorded,
Yeah.
where I would rap the shit I wrote and then freestyle one part.
Okay.
So I never lose that aspect of like losing freestyle and
Yeah,
shit.
dude. You're on
Because if you lose that shit's kind of hard to get back. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, you got to keep that spidey tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you lose that spidey tingle, you might not be Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I would almost argue that most artists are probably better with their written shit than they are at freestyling.
But
Because
nowadays you
freestyling
have-
is a very specific skill.
But it's also
Yeah.
with freestyling. I feel like you could be a really good freestyle artist, but writing a song, like composing an album or something.
Yeah, it's two totally different things. Yeah, it depends on, I think, intention. I think intention matters a lot. I
But
think
you never hear Drake freestyle because all his shit's written in Switzerland.
he has too much intention. Or not, that's not true either. But I think
Well, it kind of is because he's mapping it out.
I think it's like, okay, you're like, when you start at rapping, you're like, all right, so here's the goal. Turn the mic on, turn the interface on, hit record. Here's the goal. Here's what we're going to do. What is it that we're going to do? Like that right there, when you explain to the producer, like, here's what we're going to do, that intention matters. And I think it kind of depends on what your intention is. Like, is it animosity? Is it anger? Because if so, then fuck, you could probably let that just rip. Is it like Regs was saying, is it a story that you're telling? I think intention matters a lot, you know?
Do you find like there's a common message in your music?
I'd say my past shit, you could definitely tell what I'm talking about. Like, I don't even have to describe the feeling. Like, as soon as like I say it, like if I'm spitting something depressing, you're gonna feel that it's depression.
Right.
If I'm spitting like I'm having like a crazy time with my ADHD because I can't focus on like multiple shit at once, you're gonna feel that. If I'm
Like, you
pissed,
say what you mean.
yeah, if I'm pissed, because when I'm pissed, I can rap fast. That's the only time I can rap fast is when I'm pissed. And
Do you rap about like being mad, or do you take that anger and use it to like another song that you already have?
I kind of use the anger and say shit without a filter. So I have a thing where it said, I mean Snow White and I got the 7 doors hanging off my porch type thing. Like, I'll just say random shit like that.
So do you think there's a Do you think there's a hang up for? Do you think guys that are trying to like get into the game, do you think if they maybe don't say the right thing, do the right thing, act the right way, like you see it a lot in like you'll see it a lot in like comedy, you'll see it in a lot of other settings, but like if you don't do the right thing, say the right thing, act the right way, you don't get a lot of backing behind you.
Yeah,
does that happen in hip hop or not? I guess I don't know. Like as far as
I know if you want to be heard, I don't know the right number what Snoop Dogg said, but it's like 30-some thousand a week or a day that people put out music, like 300 something type thing.
It's ridiculous.
So I think that's kind of like having something to deal with that.
It has to be something that sticks out.
Yeah.
So, but do you think that maybe no filter is the best way to go?
I feel like no filter's the best way to go because, I mean, that's all I've really listened to. Like, I mean, in my opinion, Pun didn't have a filter.
Yeah.
Eminem definitely didn't have no fucking filter.
Do you guys know much about this Oliver something music guy?
Is he the dude with like the glasses and
The
like
red
the bowl
hair?
cut?
No, with the red hair.
The red hair.
He's a country kid.
Who the fuck is that?
You know what I'm talking about? Oliver something music.
He's like a real white kid with a big curly fro that like always going up to people at gas stations.
No,
and he's
no,
like,
no,
"We
no.
listen to my music."
Look up Oliver something music. Yeah, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Yeah, I have no idea.
This
what
kid
that is.
blew up overnight, right? He's been
Yeah.
offered multi-million-dollar deals. He keeps turning them down.
Uh-huh.
But people, like really famous people, keep wanting to work. This kid, yeah.
Oh,
Oliver Anthony music is what he goes by on all his handles. Oliver Anthony music. Shot
he
to the
just
top.
like showed up out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere overnight. But
Damn.
it's funny that you say that no filter matters because this guy literally has this song right here, Richmond, north of Richmond, is a song entirely talking shit about people that work at Washington, D.C. And he's just like bashing on the government, bashing on these fucking dudes running the government. And he's just, look, here's, he pulled up the lyrics, but like, I mean, it's just brutal, but it's pure honesty. It's no filter. And like, they said, or Joe Rogan said on his podcast, you cannot fake authenticity. And that is what this song is. And when you hear this song, I'm going to have to play it for you.
Yeah.
You might fucking hate country.
I mean, I'll be honest, I really do hate country.
Even if you
it's not
do,
for me.
even if you do, though, you can at least tell that you could hear that and hate the song.
We'll introduce him to that Tory Lanez freestyle after.
Yeah, I
that.
think the closest country I'll get is Jelly Roll. My mom just put me on Jelly Roll.
Right.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's legit, but you can hear this kid's like pain.
What was it like transitioning from SoundCloud to Spotify for the first time?
Dude, I was fucking excited, bro. I was texting him I was like, I'm pumped as fuck, dude.
Do you go through like disc jockey and just get on all
Yeah,
of
how
them?
hard was that? How did you do it?
Well, I went through the same distribution company that he goes through,
Which is who again?
Muse.
Muse?
Yeah.
Okay. And was it difficult to set up or like?
I mean, he set it up for me, dude, because
It wasn't that difficult.
Really?
It was actually surprisingly easy.
Were you mixing and mastering your own music at the time?
No, because I didn't know how to, I didn't know how
So
to
you
mix.
had like a buddy that was recording for you and then like mixing it and sending it back?
Yeah, I mean, a couple times, like if it sounded good to me in the car, then it sounded good to be put out at the time.
That's fair because that's where 90% of people are listening.
That would be my standards too, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's funny he mentions that because when we first started this podcast, we talked about like where do people listen to podcasts? Well, counterintuitively, most of the time it's headphones or a speaker. But it's funny you say that because we wanted to make sure, like our first few episodes we put out, we were like, we want it to be loud, but not too loud. We want it to sound good, clear. So we just like made a couple episodes, put them on our website, like our Muse basically. And then I would roll around town and just like listen to it in my car, listen to it in my headphones, listen to it. You kind of like, it's interesting that you said that, just a fun point. But you really should care like what it sounds like on all whatever devices that people are going to be listening to.
Have you tried to hop on any of these like famous artist challenges that they do?
Oh shit, like the bar challenge and all those.
I mean, do you guys know who Token is?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a YouTube rapper. He didn't get real big until like Eminem tried to meet him and he said no. Like that's the only reason why he's like kind of popular. Yeah.
Dude, he looks like a kid that was in my fucking algebra class in high school.
He looks, he's 24, and you said he was a YouTube rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked with like Tech 9 and shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like he had a challenge or whatever.
Yeah, it was like a bar for bar challenge, and I think the best one that got picked out came like to a show or something like that,
Really?
or like met him.
Those
But you
are-
did one of those?
I feel like
I
those,
did, but I didn't put it out because, dude, it was trash.
I feel
Really?
like the bar for bar ones are way harder because it's like the person that has like all the cred, the like the main artist, and then it's like blank, and then the main artist, and then blank, and then main artist. So you got to like plug and play versus like some of these guys like Gucci or whatever, where it's like just a beat for like 16 bars or whatever, and then you can just plug your own thing into.
Yeah.
there. What are you doing?
Drew, what would you like, Drew?
I mean, sure,
I'll just take a Coke.
whatever you want.
This shit right here, boy. Let's do it. How do you say this? Kayo?
What the hell is that?
Kayo? Caillou?
Caillou?
Bald
That
motherfucker?
has to be
Caillou?
fire if his name Caillou, bro.
Oh, here's the big boy that he was talking about.
It's Brian when he grows up. Caillou.
Is that a race thing?
It's a Caillou thing.
It's a Caillou thing.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
a good
Yeah, you
answer.
can check that out.
He's calling you a bald bitch.
I've killed men for less.
That's a Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, it's 43% alcohol, and my God, you can fucking tell.
Scoop some ice out for these
Damn.
gents.
Yeah, for bourbon, it's very, very light for whatever reason. Here, I'll let
This
you-
is Japanese whiskey? Is that what this is?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
this is a
Yo, that's wild.
This is a popular thing in the last 20 years that like the Japanese just started making whiskey for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I don't care. Yeah, fucking dig those digits in there, bro.
See, I go for Hennessy. Hennessy's my top choice of all
Had some
time.
Hennessy.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I think it's good. Yeah, I drank it all.
do we want
Oh,
to take
shit.
a quick break?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick break. Do some beverages. Go.
We're back.
And we're back. Sorry guys, had to take a quick pee break.
Had to top off some beverages. God bless you.
God bless you. That's questionable at best. So what we were saying before, what we were saying before, dude.
Well, what was it like when you started to write stuff down on paper again?
Oh yeah.
I started having fun with it. I started bringing more shit from like my childhood. I would make bars out of that. So like Marvel, I would make a bar out of that. You know, I'm really big into WWE at the moment. I make a bar about that.
So are you a pen and pad kind of guy, tangible kind of in your hands kind of guy, or do you
I
need the
prefer a
phone?
pen and pad, but if I don't have a pen and pad, I'll be straight on my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like we lose something as artists when we don't like physically write something down. And then not to mention that like if I send a text to somebody,
Yeah.
if I write that same text down versus me sending them that text, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm going to remember the one that I wrote down.
Because you can fill up your fucking notes app with a bunch of like bars you come up with or like starts to songs and then just forget about them.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen my notes app. It's a fucking train wreck, dude.
Or not even forget about them, but use them later.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what's good. You can go back to it and it's all in one place.
Yeah, if you
But-
do. But I'm just saying, like, there's something to be said about, like, physically writing it down. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Find like
pen in
you're soaking up more different cultures, like you said, Marvel and like WWE. But like, are there other things that like you soak up that you could build a metaphor off of based on like just
Like
knowledge?
I don't like old websites that were like a real big fucking thing. Like I have a bar written down for like because where I went to school, like in middle school, we had cool math for kids. So I made like 2 bars out of that shit.
oh, shit, dude.
Yeah.
We were looking at 2 different kinds of websites when we were kids, man. Dude. Bro, you guys ever hear about rotten.com?
What the fuck?
Dude, fucked me up. Made me ready for the Google rotten.com real quick. I don't even think you can pull it up because the website was shut down because sorry, I've been drinking.
You're good.
It was shut down because it was too vile. It
Oh,
was too
shit.
vile.
Like we had
Um,
two or something. What was that?
So basically, yeah, just look up what is rotten.com. Here, look, you can look right here.
Yeah.
There's a shock site
Yeah, it
from 96 to 2012.
Yeah, and I was present for those years.
Oh, shit.
I was
That's
there.
like Live Leak,
Yeah, it's like-
basically.
It was like the 90s Live Leak before Live Leak became popular, and that's where I was at when I was a kid. And
Now
I
you
was,
just got Instagram Live.
dude,
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
dude, you could see people's heads getting squashed
Yeah.
by fucking cinder blocks.
There was
and
a
shit.
fucking beheading video.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, they got some of those on Facebook now too. I didn't watch it, dude, because there was a beheading video and this shit's
Yeah.
nuts.
I
Dude, it
had a
fucking-
video pop up on my Twitter like last year, and I was just like, within the first couple seconds, this dude shot himself, and I'm like, what the fuck? I did not want to see that right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit kind of gets me going. You know what I mean? Kind of gets a tingle down the spine, and I'm like, fucking
Are
yeah.
there
Damn.
any like big artists right now that you like follow like religiously?
I mean, dude, Juice WRLD's my top favorite rapper. Like,
Right, R.I.P.
yeah, I think it's still gonna be. I mean, it does not matter.
And talk about a freestyle king. This guy would go into the studio, Brian. They'd
Mhm.
play a beat. He'd freestyle an entire song to it. He'd say, "Run the beat back," and he'd freestyle a
Yeah.
completely different song on top of the same beat.
And then tell the producer to pick one.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, that guy was nuts.
So is he an example of being a good freestyler but a bad rapper?
No,
No,
Nice.
no.
He's a good rapper.
He's a rare breed. Like,
I like a rare breed.
I'd say that he came as like into the rap world too early, because I think Juice WRLD now, all that shit would fit in.
How'd he die?
overdose.
Overdose
OD.
The feds were raiding
No,
his
there was a
plane, and he
seizure
ate
from all
Percocet.
from all the drugs.
Man, what's with
Yeah.
what's,
Yeah, he landed in Chicago, and they were
Yeah.
they were gonna search his plane, so he ate all the pills and then OD'd from it.
Yeah. So what's the deal with all the? This is my hang up with
Drugs and hip-hop?
It's not even hip hop. It's
Yeah.
not. It's all musicians have some tie to it, and they at some point bring it into their media.
Yeah.
But like music and drugs, dude. Fucking where are you at on that? I mean, do you fuck with or what's up,
Dude, I was so I went through some shit.
Yeah.
And I resulted to
Yeah.
and that was like,
And what is again? That's
yeah.
coding.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. I mean, it's not awesome.
Yeah, not
me,
awesome, but
yeah.
like,
It's awesome.
But I think that resulted into what I'm making now. Because I wanted a different sound instead of me just rapping about, oh, I'm depressed and all the other stuff. I wanted to just rap to
Can
rap.
someone be clean? Like, I mean, you can fucking smoke weed or take drugs recreationally every now and then, but like, can someone legitimately walk on stage, be clean, and like come up with material that doesn't have to do with drug use or?
100%.
I mean, I think so. I mean, I don't really involve much drug use unless I'm telling a story and I'm telling you like I was on. That's the most drug thing I'll go.
It's just so common, and that's my biggest hang. And it's not just hip hop; it's fucking country to rock to fucking fuck. You probably see
Even-
it more in rock than you do rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rock and even like stand-up comedy, all of those motherfuckers are on.
How do you like this storytelling throughout like albums where they like a song flows into the next song, like some Rod Wave-esque?
fucking hate Rod Wave.
Really?
I cannot stand only because I get called the Puerto Rican version of him, and it really pisses me off.
Okay, I can see it getting compared
Dude, I've
to
been
some
called
other artists.
Rod Wave. The starter kit for Rick Ross, the fucking Latino DJ Khaled, bro. Like, it's fucked.
Hold on, are you Latino?
I'm Puerto Rican, yeah.
You're Puerto Rican, Puertorriqueño?
Yeah.
Do you speak any Spanish?
Hell no.
Fuck, dude.
Hell no.
We were about to pop off real
Yeah,
quick, dude.
no.
Puertorriqueño?
Yeah, no.
Izquierda, derecha? No, I'm joking. I speak like no fucking Spanish, but I like to fuck with people. Huh? Did you say you want milk? No. Izquierda is left and derecha is right.
Sounded like you said leche.
No, derecha.
Yeah.
Derecha.
What's Little Pigeon again?
Palamito.
That's
Palamito.
another nickname.
Yeah, I have
for
no idea. I
That
have no
means
idea.
in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's like
Palamito.
it's,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
bird. Little pigeon. Yeah, it's Palamito.
So
And-
what do you think your favorite thing with
How
the
did we
music
get
so
there?
far is? Like in the last like few years of like honing your craft more? Like, what keeps you coming back to it?
Just because it's like my therapy, for one. Like I would say music saved my life, I'm gonna be honest.
Is there like, how often do you think you're like, I gotta record something? Like,
I mean, almost every day. Like I'll send him my freestyle, like, because I'll freestyle on Snapchat and send it to him. And like I just made a folder like not too long ago, and like from April until now, there's like 100, 200 freestyles in that thing.
you think you see progress even in those 100?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll look back from like, I'll make one now and then look back one the week before and be like, that shit was corny.
Or you see that year memory video?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you're driving, right? Let's just live a day in your life, right?
Yeah.
You're driving.
Yeah.
And you see like a homeless dude get like elbowed in the face by like a fucking teenage piece of shit or something. And then you like, so that sparks something in your mind, and then you're like, oh, that's a freestyle. But like, walk me through that day of like, how does a freestyle even come to fruition in just your everyday? You're taking a shit. It doesn't matter.
No, that's a fact,
like,
dude.
whatever.
I wrote some of my best shit taking a shit.
The hobo is probably going too far, but like, you know what I mean? It's too much detail. But like,
it's all good.
Walk me through just a regular day. Like, what does it look like? How does a freestyle like even start? How does it start? Is it like one word, one line, one concept, one idea, like a person, a thing? Like,
I mean, it could be a multiple of things for me at least. Like I can't rap about stupid shit. Like if you give me an object like a pickle, I'm not fucking rapping about a pickle.
Shout out to Andy Imlay. He's a real big deal. A comedian we just had on the show. He's got a bit about pickles.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so sorry. That was really, you didn't get it right away. So
no, it's fine.
But anyways, yeah. So it could literally be just anything.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't like have like 3 words and you're like, oh.
I mean, I usually start my freestyles off like with everybody. Like I'll branch off shit like from the word everybody or I'ma or something like that.
Okay.
But I mean, it could pretty much be anything.
Okay.
But I just got to be like in the mood and focused on it, because if I'm not focused on it, then I'm not gonna do.
Do you have like a routine that helps you get focused or whatever when you go to like make a song? Or you?
Yeah, I just smoke, bro.
Hit a dab or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that really like if I'm like, there's a difference between me being stoned and me being sober. Stoned, I feel like.
Would you say silver?
Sober.
Oh,
what
sober.
I might have said silver, bro. I swear I can't talk sometimes.
I was like, what is silver, dude?
Because when I'm like,
I get you.
When I'm stoned, I feel like I'm a normal, regular person. Now, if I'm sober,
you got a million thoughts running.
It's a whole different story. So so if I'm stoned and I'm freestyling, I kind of get a vibe of where I want to go and like what I want to say, and yeah.
So do you have to have a song for the freestyle, or do you almost hear a beat in your head and you gotta find that beat? Like
I usually have to find the beat first, because it's kind of hard for me to play a beat in my head like without any noise, type of thing.
Do you ever see like those, speaking of your mind going everywhere, do you ever see like those medication commercials where like they're like, Oliviar, take this to cure your sciatica?
Oh, yeah.
And then
they
get to the end of the commercial and it's like,
oh, yeah, dude. Oh, it's nuts.
May cause cancer, may kill your mother, may kill your father. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
They just prescribed me a mood stabilizer, and one of the side effects is unstable moods.
But
oh my God, what the fuck?
But you know the end of those commercials where it's like, that's literally my day-to-day thoughts.
They hire the guy faster than the auctioneer to read it off.
Those are my daily thoughts. So like, bro, same.
Yeah.
Dude, my brain is fucking everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Yeah.
So what do you think your plan of like releases is for this next year? Like some people are doing like waterfall albums, like singles are huge right now, or small EPs. Not a lot of people
are still doing full album drops too. Like, what do you have a game plan you're coming at this?
So with the way Quit Playing was received or whatever, I wasn't gonna do nothing until like later on. But now, like I just recorded a single today. Like in my mind, I'm trying to plan out how I want to do my EP, because I want my EP to be like meaningful, but like,
also show
let me talk my shit. Like, yeah.
And also, like, I know what an EP is. I don't fuck around like in the hip hop world, but also rock musicians do it too. And I don't really know what is the difference.
It's like a published mixtape.
What is the difference between an EP and an LP?
An EP is less than 15 minutes long. So back then, extended play is what it stands for, and it would be on a shorter record. And an LP is, I guess, long play, something like that.
Long dick, huh?
Yeah, so it's LP or an album is 7 to 29 tracks, and EP is 4 to 6 tracks.
Yeah.
I never
roughly.
knew that. I never knew that until this day. I'm 33 years old.
I
And I'm
didn't
finding
either.
out what an EP is.
I just knew EPs were shorter.
So it's an extended play. It's like what was left over after the album.
Well, it's just
Like what didn't make the cut.
just a short. You know, a lot of rappers now do it, especially like starting out. It's good to do because people don't know who he is yet. So it's like, okay, we don't want to spend a whole lot of work on a full length album that doesn't get received real well.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get it. So, yeah, the EP is probably the way. So you're gonna move into this EP.
Yeah.
And I mean, have you even set like a
Goal in your mind of
beginning of next summer? You want to be done with it, or
No, I mean it just
what happens.
surrounds around my work ethic. So if I want to, like just punch it in and go full force at the shit, then I will. If not, then that's my loss.
Yeah.
And
Do you think you have, outside looking in, good work ethic? Well, let me ask this: do you think there was ever a time in your life, because you're 23?
yeah,
Do you think looking back, like in your teens, there was ever something that you were like, man, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I wouldn't have done that? You know what I mean? Like, as far as, I mean, I guess in short, do you think you have good work ethic, or if you were judging yourself?
I think I have a pretty good work ethic.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, some people from my generation don't like, they just don't know how to do shit for themselves.
Yeah, they
have to be
half-ass
told what to do.
They half-ass a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you do? So do you so a lot of people nowadays, like, you got to work on your craft, hone your craft. So like, what are you doing to stay up on like your music? Like, are you doing breath work, or like?
I'm just making little like I'll spend about, whether it's by the time I wake up or like after I get off work or something, I'll spend an hour and a half by myself, with my phone off, and just freestyle by myself.
That's awesome.
Do you well, on that, coattailing off that question, is there any kind of are you a reader? Do you read any at all?
No.
I was gonna ask if there's any good literature, like as far as like several hip hop artists have put out books and stuff. I just didn't know if there was like a hip hop album or like a rhyme and reason to rhyming, or I don't know. I didn't know if there was like a book out that would like be a good source for somebody that's starting into the rap game. You know what I mean?
There's the Gucci Guide to Greatness.
Have you read that one?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Basically, if you can't do Drake numbers, release 5 albums a year so that you make Drake numbers.
We looked at his list today, and that shit goes long, dude.
Yeah. He said, I may not make what Drake makes on one album, but I'm dropping 6 albums and I'm making that.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's insane.
And his catalog goes on for and on and on and on.
Look how many albums. Those are all.
Oh, dude, that's nothing. I could put that out in the summer. Bro, you see all this equipment here, dude? I could put that out in the summer, bro. No, that's intense though. So, you're spending time with your phone off, and kind of just freestyling. And
Yeah, just in my own zone.
What about external sources? Because I think there's something to your question. You know what I mean? Like, are there any external sources or resources that you're using that maybe it's fucking YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything that you like? I know I'm pretty good at this, but there's this one thing I'm not so good at. Let me see what other people are. Is there anything like that? Like, external stuff you're using?
Yeah, I'm using YouTube reactions a lot.
Okay.
Branching off what like every Friday I'll watch like a bunch of reaction videos to see what's popular and what's not.
Which really took off in COVID.
Yeah, and what's shitty and what's good, and I can base my opinion off theirs.
A lot of these reactions are like some people doing a podcast or whatever that have music history, and then like people email their songs in and they like rate them live on show. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, there's
So, like, where do
good
you
for
finding
staying
your
relevant.
beats?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where do you find your beats?
YouTube.
Just like
Yeah.
royalty-free beats? Or...
Yeah.
And then what about, do you know, okay, so here's my question. And I think I had a similar question for Regzo when he came on, but like, what is it, would you ever be open to, not beat making, because that's a genre all within its own, but like, have you ever worked with anybody that's ever, quote, made beats before or has the capability to do so?
I'd say, yeah, but they weren't that, impressive to me. It didn't get my grasp, and
Have you heard of King Wonka?
it sounds familiar.
If you like Key Glock, he did a bunch of Key Glock songs. He also did a bunch of music for 21 Savage back in the day, and like that whole crew, like 22 Savage, I think used a lot of his beats. But he's on like the last 2 or 3 Key Glock albums, and he's from here in Evansville. I graduated with him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, there's people out there that are like, I mean, and it's not a bad way to go to like grab beats off the internet. I get that. Cause you're honing your skill of like putting these words together and getting them in there. But like, I just wonder, like, we know, like, I just use King Wonka as an example because we know him and I've heard his shit and it's fucking. And then I just imagine somebody voicing over that, and I'm like, dude, this would be off the fucking charts.
Well, now that's changed because we've added somebody else to our crew or whatever, and he makes like some solid ass beats of that.
How do you think? So going back to like before Regzo and you got hooked up with them and stuff, you didn't necessarily have like a hip hop group that like you worked with.
I had a hip hop group, but they were in the motion of, their shit's popping off. They're doing, I don't know if you ever heard of Coast to Coast, but it's like this competition where they go to like, either Miami or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen this.
So I've had 2 people I've worked with and both fucked me over.
Ouch.
Because they were, their numbers were getting over 3K views on Spotify or whatever. They were being invited to shows and, they just had that cockiness in them and stuff like that. So, that didn't exactly work out.
When that goes south, what makes you join like another group? I don't that's probably worded poorly versus going like the Russ route. Like I feel like Russ got burnt over.
I was about to quit, if I'm being honest. Like
they convinced you to not quit.
I would say what changed it was like my mom, like saying that she supports it. My bad. Which is like really big for me, and I think that's what set the motion. And then I took a 5-month hiatus off him where I just didn't speak to him because I was in a dark mindset. And then I had one of my old friends like tell me like not to like quit or whatever. So I didn't quit. And then I came back to recording and my shit sounds a hell of a lot better than when we first started recording together and stuff. So in my opinion.
You think the group route's probably better than just trying to do it all yourself?
Yeah, because with a group, you have different connections, different ideas, and, somebody knows this guy or somebody knows this guy, or I got this show, let's go,
It's like a giant networking pool.
Yeah.
What, do you guys like get together often and like bounce ideas off each other, off freestyle in a room, or like you're like, hey man, listen to this, and then like Regzo's like, oh, what if you added or tweaked this, and then like, does that help?
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the time, yeah.
You guys like have like weekly meetups for this, or just whenever y'all are free?
Anytime we're in the studio, really, it's just like
yeah.
How often are you guys working in the studio?
I don't know. Once a week, maybe.
Yeah, maybe once or twice, to be honest. Yeah.
This is a home studio.
Yeah.
It's interesting, dude. Like, I feel like when you're running with a crew like that, you run into like brotherly love almost. Or you guys, do you guys ever like roast each other like on purpose? And you're like, "Fuck you, Puertorqueño," and you're like, "Fuck you,
Cracker."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, do you guys ever just like fucking tear each other up from top to bottom, and you just see who can say the most hurtful shit?
Like he'll have,
You know what I mean?
He'll record something, and I'll let him know like that shit was fucking garbage.
But you need friends like that to let you know, like,
Yeah, that's for sure. That's legit. You need to.
Like, you did this well, but it's all love at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
you gotta have fun
Yeah, and I'm my hardest critic. Like on the way here, like we were talking about the single, and I was like, I could have did better, dude. And then he said what like yeah, what he said, yeah.
What's the quote that Zach had?
Can you? Oh, do you still have that website pulled up?
I
hope
somewhere.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull up that website, please. You guys got to see this.
This quote, what you just said, reminds me of this quote. From
Yeah, and go to
last
Zach's
week's
website,
episode.
very, very top. Okay, it only ends once. Anything before that is progress.
Yeah.
That's fucking deep, dude. Just take a second and think about that. It only ends once. Anything before that is progress.
So it's just like what you're talking about with that single. You know what I mean? It
that
ended
crazy,
once, and now everything from there is progress.
Yeah, for sure.
It's neat though, man. Like, I think it's good to have a crew. Like, I would never want to be a musician on my own. That sounds fucking terrible, dude.
Could you imagine running a podcast by yourself? Just you?
With no Drew?
Just you.
Yo, was that the badge you were talking about?
Do you like that I just immediately wasn't worried about
The
you?
blue
I was
shit?
worried about Drew.
Oh shit.
You what?
He's verified.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh shit. Got that fucking blue chip. Dude, the
Shit.
the Spotify thing is huge though, because SoundCloud really does suck a hardy fucking dick.
Have you gotten on any playlists yet?
Well, that's what caused the numbers increases. I got put into a couple playlists, and this song included.
Did you guys have to enter the song to get in the playlist, or did they find you? You had to enter it.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
dude.
still dope, though. I mean, Spotify's doing numbers compared to a lot of other local people I've seen. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Even since
Spotify-
Regza was on the first time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like compared to SoundCloud, I think Spotify is great, but most artists are not making shit money off of Spotify. So even with like 8K streams on this song, like you make money from this, but like not enough to.
It's like $2 to $4 per 1,000 streams.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I hate it. But does it beat Napster and like do you remember Napster? Do you remember LimeWire? Like when you could just rip music for free and not pay anything? Like this isn't the solution, but it's better than what it was.
Why
I
aren't
guess
we
that's-
getting, why aren't we getting paid for our podcast from Spotify?
They fucking hate us, dude.
We're
And
probably like
you
ghosted.
yeah, well, you fucking make terrible jokes and
Right.
they land poorly. I don't think we air.
Don't like me.
It's been a while since you dropped that one, and then also your backpacking across Europe joke didn't land very well either.
Hey.
If I don't remember, dude, no, I don't know, man. It's interesting, dude. So where's this going? What's your next milestone? What do you think is your next goal? From you've obviously you're on the Spotify. You're verified. You've got a track out there now that people can go check out. T-Predicate on Spotify.
Which will play at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we're gonna outro on that. But what's your next step? Do you have a goal like in mind that you're like, all right, this is the next thing that we have to do? And
Yeah, the EP is next, just because I'm so eager to like see where that goes.
and no timeline on that. You don't want. You're just chalking it up to your work ethic. You don't want to put a date on it, or not a date, but
I would say
rough estimation.
late this year, early next year, probably. In
Really?
between that, yeah.
Little winter EP. So do you still twitching?
I didn't use Twitch. I got a PS5 and it broadcasts
Nice.
off that.
You still doing that?
No, been trying to do music more. To be
music's
honest,
probably the better focus.
yeah.
What do you think about distractions in this, just in general in this world?
Like he said, he turns his phone off for like an hour,
Yeah.
dude.
I
Like,
think distractions are
find
shitty.
any 23-year-old that'll turn their phone off for an hour and dedicate it to their craft,
Yeah. That's yeah.
it's a bitch in this world to like
especially post-COVID.
to like stop everything and just focus on what you're
What
doing.
makes me laugh is that I'll see teenagers like sitting next to each other and they're on their phones texting each other, like
Snapchatting each
dude,
other.
Yeah, it's
Literally
madness.
just pictures of their face. No
It's
conversation going on.
madness.
You could look up 2 inches
Yeah,
and
say hello, bro.
Even
Like, the
even like older people, like my dad fucking fell victim to it hard. He loves Facebook. And he will sit there and completely tune out everything because he's fucking doom scrolling on Facebook.
Dude, Facebook is an old man's game now.
Yep.
It's just nothing but like 60-year-olds that think that fucking it's just bad. It's all bad. It's hacked accounts and bots.
So T-Predicate, you mentioned that like you took a 5-month hiatus. Do you think that was like your low point in the entire musical journey you've had?
Yeah, I would say so.
And what pulled you through that moment? Like what kept fuel on your fire?
Just being told that my talent wasn't shit, because I thought I was like ass, and I had a couple people say that I was right, and they're not here no more. And then I had a couple people tell me that just shut the fuck up and do it.
And you brought those people in closer to you, and they kept you going.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
for
up.
sure.
Can I just clarify? Are like they're not here anymore?
Oh no, like
Like
You
they're
didn't
dead?
kill him.
no, I did not, dude.
Oh,
Hell
shit,
no,
dude.
dude.
Am I reading the room wrong?
You
Did
got
anybody-
fucking shooters out
Brian's
there.
like, did we
dude.
just tape a
Yeah,
confession?
dude. Hell no,
Dude, I fucking thought it was a murder.
dude. No, fuck that, dude. No.
Oh shit! He said it. Yeah, they thought I was wrong, and they're not fucking here anymore. What? That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded
So
like.
where can people find you on social media and stuff?
Yeah, where can people reach out to you, man?
Like say somebody wants to feature or whatever. How do they get a hold of you?
I have a Gmail. It's T-Predicate, no dash, all lowercase, at 420@gmail.com.
Nice.
Represent, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking 420 friendly. Okay.
Yeah, there was 419 other ones before that. It was the only option. He tried it
That's
that
fair.
many times.
That's
Shit,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah, what's your Spotify?
Yeah, and how did folks
Like, we'll
find-
link it, but
Yeah.
How does somebody find your music?
Yeah, Spotify mostly. I would say so.
And just search.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, everything. Yeah, I forgot. It's
You're
on
on
Apple
all the
Music.
platforms.
Yeah.
Oh, you are on everything?
Yeah.
Apple Podcast.
Not Apple Podcasts, Apple Music.
Oh, sorry, I'm retarded. See, I told you.
Yeah.
No, but Apple Music.
I mean, on Amazon, and that surprised me.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Are you on Pandora?
I think so.
See,
I'm not
'cause
too
I don't
for sure.
think we are.
We're not on Pandora or iHeartRadio.
And you know what? Fuck Pandora. No, no, I'm joking, dude.
I can get behind that. Fuck Pandora.
Dude, how you feel about goats is how I feel about Pandora, dude.
I bet you Pandora's box feels real good though. That's one box I'd like to get in.
Shit.
Earlier, do you have? So you just have the one song on Spotify.
Yeah.
Quit playing. But do you have other songs out on like SoundCloud?
Yeah, but they're ass, dude.
We're not
said
advertising.
no.
Don't promote those songs.
Hell nah, dude.
Yeah, those songs are all under Small Bobby B, right?
Tiny B.
Tiny
Yeah.
B. Tiny Bobby B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so go on SoundCloud and search Tiny Bobby B for those tracks.
Yeah.
No, man.
What advice do you have for somebody that wants to get into music?
Be 100%.
Just be you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that, I know that, rap shit that doesn't happen. Or like rap shit about like how they like did shit in their life. And it's like, bro, I've been next to you all my life. Like you've never done
Right,
that
you
shit.
never did a
Yeah,
bro, quit rapping.
Yeah, if I listen to your shit and like you want to feature and I see how you present yourself, I can tell if you're,
Right.
if you're fake or not.
That's legit, man. Don't be fake. Just be legit. Be 100% yourself, man.
Yeah, once you be you, who could be you but you?
I knew you were gonna pull that shit out, dude. Who was that?
Snoop
Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop D-O-double-G. He's on Call of Duty now as a character. I saw the other day. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, dude.
That shit's nuts.
Imagine getting fucking murked by Nicki.
Dude, imagine
if they put Nicki in Onward.
Dude, imagine getting headshotted by a fucking blue waffle, just like flopping in the wind. You know?
Oh my god.
Jeez.
No, Nicki Minaj. She's a beautiful woman, and she really is. She's freaking gorgeous.
The T-Predicate. Last minute shout outs. Who got you to where you're at?
Yeah, man.
Who's keeping you where you're going?
Regzo, my mom. Damn, dude. That's really it, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Those
Sounds like a solid team right there.
Those are really the only two that really like Because now that my mom sees like the numbers,
Right.
because she was like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna make music." Like, okay, but now that she sees the numbers, she's like, "Oh shit." And then like I got invited to come here, and she's like, "Oh shit."
Right. Well, I think also like your mom probably saw how down you were in that 5 months off and was like, "Yo, you looked and felt and acted so much better when you were making music."
I could put a fucking mask on real quick.
Really?
Yeah, like there's a lot of times that you can't even tell that I'm pissed or depressed or, you know, I have a problem right now where I'm not being open about my issues only because it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm not trying to be categorized, but like I'm quiet because like I'm a male type shit.
Right.
Like if I tell you my like shit, at the end of the day, it's gonna make me feel like a pussy. It's gonna make me feel weak.
I feel like a lot of people
I'm
that
the
dads
same way.
weren't really around
Yeah.
feel that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that aspect of like you got to internal this because like we never saw our dad's outlets. Plus, no dad had a great outlet in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If you were born in the 90s and you had a fucking dad, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, dude. A lot of cork boards and leather belts, you know what I mean?
Dartboards.
Yeah. But shout out Regzo and Mama Predicate.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Dude, I'll tell you, dude, honestly, it sounds like a solid team to me, man. You need that drive, and it sounds like you got it behind you.
Hey,
so
and when that EP comes out, you got to
hit us
come
up.
back in the studio.
Yeah, you gotta hit us up.
Gotcha.
It's a done deal. So you could have done anything for the last 2 hours. You came in here and chatted
And you
with
drove
us.
an hour to see us.
Yeah, you drove an hour to talk for an hour, and now you got to drive an hour back. So honestly, I think we're breaking even. I'm not really sure how that works, but honestly,
Shit, hour 15 because I'm about to hit White Castle after this shit, dude.
shout out to White Castle, man. The greasiest burgers in town, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, you could have done anything for the last 2 hours, but you sat down and talked to the Days Grimm. I greatly appreciate you.
I appreciate it as well.
Regzo, it's always a pleasure, sir. Dude, I swear to God, you're coming back in as soon as that EP drops. But this has been another thrilling episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
My name is Thomas Grimm.
And I'm Drew Head.
And this has been T-Predicate. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. I
And
appreciate it.
we're outroing on
Quit Playing by T-Predicate. Thank you very much.
Classy.
First off, I'ma get in my bag. I've been getting money, I ain't meaning to brag. Walking to the store, I ain't peeping the tag. Cause if I want it, I'ma get it, I'm a fiend for the cash.
I get what I want, I got a ring to the bag. Niggas talk shit, I got a 9 in the bag. Tryna get the money, got a green in the sack. Niggas want war, I guess it's time to attack.
Say that you the best, I don't feel that shit. And I ain't even stressed, you ain't built like this.
When I'm on the beat, you know I kill that shit. Everybody talking, trying to be in the mix.
And it don't make no sense. I mean, a lot of people change, man. This life is a bitch. If you saying something, say that shit with your chest. And if you down to press an issue, we can make it a mess.
Tryna talk to God, I got some shit to confess. Tryna do it right, you know I'm doing my best. I don't like to open, I don't wanna express. So when she hit me, we don't talk, and she just pull up for sex.
Yeah. And now she getting obsessed. She call my phone, I'm in the studio, so shoot me a text. What's the word? Got the hood saying what's next. I'm trying to be on top of stages with my name in the press.
Bitch, I'm a Gemini, I'm a fucking beast. I'm a type to kill you, gonna throw you in the creek. Niggas wanna fuck with me, I'ma make a bleed. I'm a fucking foreign bitch, all in Gucci sheets.
One of a kind, I carry the 9, so I'm on 10. Let you decide if it's my time. Let me know when, let me know where. We pop up then, we do our thing. If it ain't fair, stay in your lane. I mean shit, what you thought I was playing? This is my game, what you thought you would take it? Started from the bottom, that ain't where I'll be staying. This shit a grind, homie, all it really takes is patience.
Hit you with the tech, yeah, this ain't no threat for real friends. Yeah, motherfucker, you my pet. Snap you in half, go ahead and break your neck. This a motherfucking line that you will not tread. So listen to what I say. You might get days, I don't get phased, but I will get paid. It's safe to say, you fuck with me, then I'm digging up a spot for your grave.
Why you playing with me? Why you playing with me? I'm really bad at bitch, you know I keep a thing with me. So don't play with me, don't play with me. I'm about the money, I ain't doing this for fame, homie. Don't play with me. Yeah, don't play with me. Yeah, yeah, don't.